can't pass the Johua Bureau exam.
Won't change your name until you join the Johua Bureau?
Huh? That's the alias I used on the request form. Don't tell me you're...
Hello, I'm Nikki from Baiqiao Hall. This is my partner Momo, and my colleague Tanyuyo.
You're finally here! My name is Nightbloom, as in... One night's east wind adorns 1,000 trees with flowers. Pretty easy to remember, huh? If only my life could be as beautiful as my name. Even if I were just one among 1,000 flower lanterns, I'd still shine in the dark. But instead, I got this awful character. Now my future's pitch black. Speaking of which, what are your characters?
This one's a tough as nails part-time worker who's not too good at cracking jokes. And this one's a charismatic parade leader who gives the best compliments. And I'm, Ken.
I'm so jealous! You only lost the right to tell bad jokes, and at least you get to be a cat. That's not so bad. I got an exam grinder as my character. And I have to pass the toughest test to join the Johua Bureau. I'm officially on the Johua Bureau's watch list, and it only took 8 tries. I was helping out at the lantern shop just a bit ago when the chromatic guards caught me. They dragged me back for re-education. Can you believe it?
Are the chromatic guards always that strict? You were just trying to balance working and resting, right?
They used to turn a blind eye now and then. Maybe it's because the full moon's near. Everyone's pushing themselves harder now. And once enough Wanxiang powers gathered, Chroma can finally put everything right.
Still, the darkness before the dawn always lasts longer than you think.
You're telling me? I overheard the chromatic guards saying there have been frequent moon flares lately. Sounds like someone's stirring up trouble. No wonder every chroma face is busier than ever these days. It's not like I want to fail the exams and make things harder for them. I just thought that once I passed the exam, the chromatic guards would stop keeping tabs on me, and I'd finally have time to make lanterns again. What I really want to say is, once I get into the Johua Bureau, I'll reward myself a little, making sure to stay in character, of course. I want to do my part to finish the script properly. Please, you've got to help me. You see, I've got 2 weaknesses when it comes to exams. Physical tests and written ones.
As far as I know, the Johua Bureau has only 2 rounds. First the physical exam, then the written one. They really singled you out with those tests, huh?
Isn't your character supposed to be good at compliments?
For me, crafting is the most physically strenuous thing I've ever done in my life. But I'm really good at it. Last time, I was the Lantern Maker character, and I had the time of my life. I was this close to becoming a Lantern Master. It felt like a dream. If I didn't have to wake from it, Nightbloom's lanterns would have bloomed across all of Taiye, brightening every night. The written exam is even harder. The questions were really tricky to understand, and they had so many blanks for me to fill in. I kept getting distracted when I should have been filling in my answers, and before I knew it, I turned my answer sheet into lantern parts.
Well, you've got a few days left. That'll give you ample time to learn some light footwork and hop across a few meihua poles to impress the examiner. As for those rigid fill-in-the-blank questions, just memorize your mistakes and you'll be fine. Is there anything I can do for you, my good colleague? If not, I'll find another way to earn some Wangqiang coins. We need to build up Momo's surgery fund. I'll leave it to you then. I'll be sure to gather more intel on the dark while I'm making more money. Don't worry. I promise not to slack off, okay?
That looks so hard. Nikki, maybe you could go first and show me how it's done? You're so graceful, Nikki. I think I've got the gist just from watching you. Maybe I really can do this.
That's amazing. If I were the proctor, I would definitely pass you.
No proctor can jump and teach like Nikki. If I had Miss Nightbloom's long arms and legs, I'd want to try jumping too. That's what they say. From great teachers come great students. But don't scare me like that, okay? All that speaking out of nowhere. And you're jealous of long legs now? Please. Okay, better let that thought simmer a while in all the wisdom I have inside me.
Momo doing a comedy double act. That's pretty impressive too. Looks like the physical exam is good to go. But to be honest, I don't feel as happy as I thought I would. I just suddenly got a wonderful idea for a lantern. I could paint Nikki's graceful leaps on all four sides so that when it spins, it looks like she's dancing in the light. Everybody will say, "What a dazzling lantern!" Ah, just imagining it makes me feel so happy.
Yes, the chromatic guards caught you the last time you snuck off to make a lantern.
I know. We're not supposed to do anything outside of what the script allows. That's just the fate of, won't change my name until I join the Zhouhua Bureau. Huh. Still, I feel a lot more confident about the written exam now that you're helping me. With you, getting ready for the exam actually feels bearable. There's a cozy little spot near my house that's perfect for studying. Let's head there, Nikki. spite of my failed exams. Nikki, could you go through them with me?
These are super easy questions for Nikki. Nikki, the right answer is probably hiding in those clues we overlooked. Nikki, the right answer is probably hiding in those clues we overlooked. Nikki, the right answer is probably hiding in those clues we overlooked. These are super easy questions for Nikki. Nikki, the right answer is probably hiding in those clues we overlooked. Nikki, the right answer is probably hiding in those clues we overlooked. These are super easy questions for Nikki.
I don't totally understand it, but I think I have it memorized. Maybe I'm just not cut out for studying. If only I'd gotten Zhong's character instead.
Zhong's character? What's he like?
It's pretty much blank. I guess his character is more of a free spirit. But you'll never guess what he did. That guy refused to sit around. He went to Kongning Gorge and collected stones every day. There are hardly any chroma faces there. Only that strange Echo wood. What a waste of such a relaxing character! If it were me, I'd have used all that free time to make hundreds of lanterns by now.
You really did get the wrong characters, huh? Nikki can't even tell corny jokes or cheesy puns. What a waste!
Thankfully, the next drawing day isn't far off. Here's hoping I get a character that suits me better this time. Anyway, let's focus on the exam first.
I'm Garen of the Zhonghua Bureau, here to conduct an inspection of Nightbloom's study progress. If your performance is unsatisfactory, I am required to take you in for extra training.
Just my luck. Garen is the strictest examiner there is. Oh, Nikki, I'm doomed. I think my life just flashed before my eyes.
Don't panic. Hello, Mr. Garen. We're Nightbloom's study partners. She really wants to do her character justice, so she's been very serious about preparing. She might be a bit nervous, seeing as this test came out of nowhere. But she's been much more confident in her performance when she's practiced with us. Could you possibly make an exception for her and let me present the exam questions to her instead?
I suppose that would be fine. Strange things have been happening lately, and I've got a lot going on. If she does well, that's one less thing for me to worry about. At key points, if she's stuck, well, give her a few hints during the exam. I'm in a hurry, so let's get started.
Tell us about the most memorable team experience you've ever had, Nightbloom. What goes into succeeding as a team?
I haven't had many characters that let me work with other chroma faces. Oh, but when I was a lantern maker, we once made a grand lantern together. We drew up a rough sketch, picked a style, and moved on to making blueprints. I even built a simple lantern frame to help us visualize exactly what we were trying. Our success was thanks to everyone's hard work. We gave tasks to those who were best equipped to handle them. On the big day, everything was ready to go. After a few finishing touches and patching up here and there, bam! The perfect lantern was complete.
Sounds like the perfect team, Nightbloom. Though, the chromatic guards may not be familiar with making lanterns. I know. Maybe they'll understand if you explain your process.
With the Zhonghua Bureau handbook phrasing, I think it means aligning all 9 colors to form different combinations of light.
Picture this. A client asks you to organize an event promoting the Wanxiang power, and they want colorful black as the theme. How would you do that?
Simple! I'd organize a huge lantern fair. All those lanterns floating in the sky and shining through the darkness would paint a picture bursting with color, while still being surrounded by night.
Nightbloom, try to express the spiritual essence of this event in more professional terms. They'll be more likely to approve your proposal if you give them more information.
Every lantern stands at its post, shining its light as they all come together to form a brilliantly colored night. It's just as Chroma taught us. Never lose track of your character, and complete the Wanxiang together.
If you joined the Zhonghua Bureau and found there weren't enough employees and too much work, would you be willing to take on extra duties when needed?
But couldn't we just hire more employees? My character token says I should study for exams, not work extra after passing them.
The key to interviews is willingness. Think in character. As a chroma face aspiring to join the Zhonghua Bureau, would you offer to help out when things get busy?
Oh, of course. The Zhonghua Bureau would be like a second home. I'd do my best to burn bright and light it up.
Nightbloom, what are your strengths and weaknesses? You're incredibly talented, so try not to be too modest.
My strength is definitely my craftsmanship. Everyone says my lanterns are wonderful. As for weaknesses, maybe I lack time management skills? There's just never enough time. If only I could squeeze in more things.
No, it's because your perfectionism leads you to lose track of time. You get so caught up in the small details.
If you pass the interview and join the Zhonghua Bureau, how do you see your future?
Wow. I would definitely spend my time outside of work making lanterns with all of my friends. Oh, and I would love to have my own lantern exhibition, if I ever got the chance.
Nightbloom, let's think about what you'll do at work before thinking about being off the clock. Imagine your career path.
In that case, I'd want the Zhonghua Bureau to create a lantern-making department. I'd surely do an excellent job there.
Who says making lanterns isn't a great way to develop professional skills? I'm sure you've learned many workplace principles from lantern making, haven't you?
Yeah, I think everyone can see that the path of work and the process of making lanterns are the same. You've got to follow the rules, solidify your foundation, make sure to add the finishing touches, and then let them shine with purpose. Phew, thank goodness for your guidance. I can hardly believe I was able to answer so confidently.
Nightbloom, tidy yourself up. You're coming with me to the Zhonghua Bureau.
Huh? Did I not answer well enough? Mr. Garen, I swear I'll study twice as hard. Please give me another chance.
I think you misunderstand me. You did well, and you're officially qualified to take the exam now.
She's all set. Nightbloom shouldn't fail for the 9th time.
Like she said, hopefully everything will be better once she passes. But we all know Nightbloom has something she wants more than anything.
Unfortunately, according to their rules, no one can decide their own fates. You can only get a character that's right for you.
Chroma ordered them to play their characters and gather the Wanxiang power. But what is this Wanxiang power?
Oh, it must be something wonderful. Those glowing marks on Miss Nikki's body are so warm and full of strength. There are just so many, possibilities. Oh, maybe the Wanxiang power just makes everyone stronger. Perhaps it's powerful enough to do all kinds of amazing things.
So, little Jade, since Nightbloom has been working so hard to play the character of someone determined to pass the Zhonghua Bureau exam, has she become any brighter?
Now that you mention it, that is very strange. When Nightbloom talked about her lanterns, I saw faint glimmers of light appear on her, a little like Nikki's. Though, not many, and not very bright. But when she said goodbye to us just now, she went completely dim. Huh? Does that mean her Wanxiang power is decreasing somehow?
But why? Nightbloom followed Chroma's orders and even gave up her beloved lantern making for now. How could her Wanxiang power be decreasing?
Between the moon, the chromatic guards on high alert, and this decrease in Wanxiang power, this place is an absolute mess compared to last time. We'll just take things one step at a time. Oh, and Nikki, it might be best not to mention this weakening power to the other Chroma faces just yet. until we figure out what the Wangqiang power actually is. Saying anything could cause panic, or worse, trouble.
Agreed. Anyway, right now, the most urgent thing is to gather enough Wangqiang coins for Momo's surgery.
Right. Let's check on Nightbloom's exam results at the Jiuhua Bureau later. Let's hope she passes without issue. We need good reviews, and our payment.
Nightbloom, your exam results are in.
They are? Wait, why are you here instead of the examiner? He said he was very satisfied with my answers.
Shi Gandan left in a rush, so I'll be delivering your results instead. This was your 9th attempt. You are well aware of the consequences of another failure, especially given your assigned character. Thankfully, you've passed. Congratulations.
Nikki, Momo, Yo-Yo! Did you hear that? I did it! I finally passed! Thank you for all your help. Thank you, Chroma, and thank the heavens!
Congratulations!
No more exam prep at last! Finally, I'll have some free time. I can teach you all how to make lanterns. Then, when the festival comes...
Free time? You do realize that after joining the Jiuhua Bureau, you'll still have your probationary evaluation, monthly check-ins, quarterly assessments, and annual review, right? Here, this is your study packet for the probation exam. Learning never ends, so keep it up.
What? I quit! Chroma! Please don't be angry at me. I'll start studying right away.
Everyone bear witness. We're law-abiding citizens. Whether we're working, studying, or performing, we don't slack off. That moon flare has nothing to do with us.
Chromatic guards, come with me. We're going to help the sick chroma faces affected by the moon flare. It's happening more each day, and with more severity. Stick to your character scripts. If anything happens, report to the Jiuhua Bureau.
My headache is bad enough without having to read all these books, too.
That's rough. May you be reborn as a little kitty in your next life. No exams, no jobs, just naps and being cute.
That all sounds wonderful, but I think I'd rather be a little lantern-making kitty. After all this time, creating lanterns is the most fulfilling thing I've ever done. I'll definitely make a lantern to thank you for your help, Nikki. Never forget that you're the one who inspired me the most.
Deal. But tell me, do we really have to finish our assigned characters before we can chase our own dreams? You clearly love making lanterns the most, and you're so good at it.
Ah, so that's what they call a dream, is it? We chroma faces don't really understand that stuff. When we first came to be, we didn't even know how to walk. Chroma was the one who gave us our characters. It was only then that we slowly learned how to live. The idea of becoming a lantern master, that only came to me after I got the relevant character. Everyone's still trying their best to play their parts. How could I say that my own dream matters more? Anyway, thank you for all your help. This is the customer feedback form. I'll need to keep studying hard for my exams, so wish me luck, okay?
Now that the odd jobs are all done, we should head back to report to Ms. Jin. I just hope the Wangqiang coins we earned will be enough to cover Momo's surgery.
Hopefully, she'll be generous and give us some extra for the good reviews, instead of being stingy like that old miser, Mr. Spindle.
The more I learn about the Wanxiang realm, the more questions I have. The curse, the moon flare, the Wanxiang power. I still can't figure out what's really going on.
Maybe staying in Caiye just isn't enough to uncover the truth. If only that Li Dong kid were still around. It'd be a lot easier having a local with us rather than wandering blindly on our own. Who knows where he's run off to now?
These records don't match up. Oh, more and more people are heading to the Zhohua Pavilion. Looks like those debts will never be repaid. That's just great.
Miss Jin, we're back. We finished everything with no problems. Here's the customer review form.
You were quick. Looks like those 2 tasks didn't give you much trouble at all.
We've finished everything you asked for. Any news about that request of mine?
Tracing someone's past identity is already against the rules. And with the recent moon flares putting the guards on high alert, things have been moving a bit slowly. But don't worry, I committed to the task, so I'll see it through. Just give it a bit more time.
Moon flare. We ran into one too. And Mia's friend suddenly grew a mask while eating hot pot. Miss Jin, what exactly are the Wanxiang power and the curse?
Is that so? For the Wanxiang power, only Chroma could truly explain it. But the curse, you've probably noticed it by now. Every Chroma face on this island is cursed. While we don't really ever die, the curse follows us like a shadow. One day, your body just stiffens, a mask grows on your face, and eventually you freeze completely, like a stone statue. The worst part is that your consciousness doesn't fade. You're trapped in your unmoving body, aware of everything, day after day, suffering endlessly. And the abyss of the dark feeds on that pain.
The dark? So this curse was cast by the dark.
No wonder the dark essence is so strong here. I found an old record in the Stylist Guild archives that mentions something like this. At the end of the War of Heavens, the Dark tried to invade the border of Linlong, but was driven back by a powerful geomancer. Even though it was defeated, the Dark left behind a curse in this land.
Did the record say how to lift the curse?
Well, that's the embarrassing part. I lost that old book the last time I went to Kongming Gorge. It was already falling apart and full of scribbles anyhow. I could barely make sense of any of it.
Wait, I remember this story. That geomancer. She wielded the Wanxiang power.
Little Jade, do you remember anything else?
Geomancer. Geoman. Why am I so sleepy?
Little Jade? Little Jade?
This doesn't look good. We need to get little Jade out fast. Miss Jin.
You're still a bit short, but you're in luck. A mysterious client dropped something off at my shop in the middle of the night. Deliver this package to the area near the houses outside the city. The job pays well, and once you're done, I'll remove what's inside this little kitty's belly.
We'll make sure it's delivered safely and on time.
Because you worked so quickly, I'll give you a little tip. Your character token isn't just about the float parade. The chromatic guards have their eyes on you. If you...
Thanks for the heads up. Looks like break time is over, folks. Nikki, I'll leave this task to you. Once I'm done with things here, I'll meet up with you again.
package is pretty mysterious. Someone just dropped it off in the middle of the night, offered a lot of coins for us to deliver it to a super remote place. What if there's something bad in there?
It is suspicious. But whatever it is, we should still follow the instructions and make sure it's delivered safely. Is this it?
Something inside feels off.
What was that?
It's coming from inside the box.
It's so painful.
Dangerous? Nikki, throw it away.
The moon. The moon!
That's right. That shockwave came from here.
It's that human again. The last time the moon flare happened was when she came to get her token.
Every time things happen lately, she's right there. Very suspicious. Seal off the area and detain the suspect.
Yes, Captain.
Wait, we didn't do anything. I'm only here to deliver a package from Baitao Hall. I promise.
Miss Nikki? Captain, there must be a mistake. There's no way that Miss Nikki is behind this. Besides, things like this have happened in the Wansheng realm for a while, long before Miss Nikki ever even got here.
Get out of my way, Gandang. I don't care how many times this happened before. I only care about what's happening now. You know what's happening. The group draw is imminent, and the collection of Wansheng power cannot be disrupted. This human is the only suspect on site. Guards, bring her in for questioning.
We've been arrested.
But we were framed, Nikki! Why? None of this makes sense! That secretive client who never shows up, the package that emits sound waves, and now part of the moon has really exploded!
Little Jade's reaction to all of this was also pretty strange. It felt like she was affected by whatever was in that package. This has to be connected somehow. But we can't do any more investigating if we're locked up.
Nikki? Miss Nikki?
Gandang? Has the case been resolved? Does it have anything to do with us?
I know you're innocent. You helped my sister, and you're good people. The Chromatic Guard shouldn't imprison good people. I'll help you get out.
Whoa, 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 whoa! You mean a prison break?
Yes. Just trust me. Once they uncover the truth and realize Miss Nikki isn't the culprit, they won't go after you anymore.
I hope so. What do we do now?
There's a hidden opening on the right side of the cave that leads to a cliff outside. Any other chroma face wouldn't be able to cross it. Miss Jin said you're incredibly skilled, so I'm confident you can find a way through. I'll distract the patrols around here so you can have time to escape. If you can't get out, I'll find another way to help, okay?
Thank you.
My belly hurts. But I'm fine. I don't go down that easily.
I'm sorry. This is all my fault.
Don't say that, little Jade. Neither of you wanted this to happen. What matters now is getting you two separated as soon as possible. With the island under the Dark's curse, more and more chroma faces are turning to stone. I'm afraid there might be something bigger going on behind the scenes.
And that character token has everyone's hands tied. No one can do anything.
That's why we can't stop here.
This way. Go!
Nikki, over here!
Tanuyo!
Come this way. I'll distract the guard for you. Head into the city. There are a lot of guards in the city. Be careful. We'll meet up over there later.
Okay. Looks like I'll need to disguise myself to sneak through.
Nikki, I can help you.
Nikki.
Stop right there! You! You look like you're up to something suspicious. Come to think of it, haven't I seen you somewhere before?
This is bad! Nikki, let's get out of here before he remembers! Looks like we'll need a disguise. Nikki, maybe you should try dressing in a way that makes people trust you more.
You there.
Hello, sir. How can I help you?
You look pretty familiar. Seeing you somehow feels comforting. If I weren't busy hunting down a suspect right now, I'd probably stop to have a good heart-to-heart with you. You calling me sir warms my heart, but I shouldn't waste your time. For your own safety, young lady, you'd better leave this area quickly.
Johua Bureau inspection. Huh? Those drooping eyes. They look a lot like the suspect's description.
Oh no! Nikki! Let's beat it before she's fully convinced! Looks like we need a new disguise. Nikki, maybe try something that makes her eyes lift.
Johua Bureau inspection. Miss, please stop.
Wow, is this what they call a spot check? Like in a detective story? It's my first time running into one.
You've got that curious spark in your eyes. It's impossible to miss. You must be someone who likes exploring. But there's a suspect on the run nearby, so stay safe and away from any dark corners, all right? No need to worry. With the chromatic guards here, you'll be safe.
We did it.
Well done.
You're not bad yourself.
There they are!
Oh no, they caught up again. Run!
Another moon flare?
So, they're not connected to this human.
Let's go to the new crime scene.
So, are we cleared now?
For now, yeah. No idea who that kind soul was that helped us out, but at least we've got some time to move. So, what's next, Detective Nikki?
Let's head back to Baiqiao Hall. We need to get little Jade out of Momo, for his sake, and figure out what's really going on.
Oh, look who finally decided to show up.
Miss Jin, about that delivery job.
It went perfectly. Smooth as silk. No issues at all.
Think you can fool me? I hear news faster than the chromatic guards themselves. Letting you two work off your debt was already a bad deal for me. And then you managed to land yourselves in jail? You really know how to make trouble.
So you already knew.
Of course I did. I just got back from paying your fine to the gods. Do you have any idea how much I shelled out? So many coins! Can you believe it? And right after I finished paying, I heard you broke out of prison.
We've also already been cleared of any suspicion.
Obviously. Otherwise you'd still be behind bars and not standing in the middle of my shop. But even if you are cleared, breaking out is still a crime. To smooth things over, I had to pay another big bail fee. Out of pocket. Your previous wages barely cover the commission, but that bail money, you'll need to pay that back separately.
Money's not a problem. I'll work double. I'll keep up my duties as a float parade leader and help out here too, until it's all paid off. But please, Miss Jin, help get the Jade Stone out of Momo first.
Working 2 jobs at once. You might have some skill, but don't make promises you can't keep.
Don't worry about that. He can even handle 3 jobs if need be.
You really didn't have to say that.
Fine, fine. I'll be reasonable. But if you want to get that jade out, we'll need some special material first.
What kind of material? Where do we find it?
Kongming Gorge. There's something called an echo wood. Treasure hunters sometimes collect pieces of it and sell them to me. Its energy resonates with the little jade stone inside your friend. With it, we can use Wimtech to get the stone out safely.
Echo wood. What is it?
It's a massive, troublesome creature. They say when you get close, it fills your head with countless chaotic voices, enough to drive you mad.
So that's what it was. I saw it last time I visited. I think its sounds might only affect chroma faces.
Just in case, take this. It'll protect you. You're working for me now, so if something happens to you, I'll have to fill out a workers' compensation form.
You really think ahead, Miss Jin. Nikki, I'll keep making us money. Kongming Gorge is all yours. Be careful out there. $97,330, $97,331.
Wait, pause the counting. You've come all the way to Kongming Gorge? You must have a lot of questions and troubles! If there's anything I can help with, just say the word. Picking flowers, climbing trees, massages, counting how many rocks there are on Kongming Gorge. Whatever you need, I can do it all!
Huh. That's an odd list of services.
Let me guess. Your script says, find joy in helping others, right?
No. The script I got actually tells me to do nothing and just wander around.
Wait a sec. Why does that sound familiar? Oh! Aren't you the one Nightbloom was talking about? So unfair!
Feels like when I try to do nothing, it just makes me more restless. And wandering freely doesn't feel so free anymore.
Exactly! I hate sitting around doing nothing. It makes me feel so empty inside. Only when I'm helping someone do I really feel alive. Even if it's small, I just need to do something.
Then, can you tell me where to find the Echo Wood?
Oh, so you got a treasure hunter character. It's not an easy one. You'll need to get close to it and dig up some herbs nearby. They say those herbs can cure the curse, though no one knows for sure. Anyway, besides guiding you there, is there anything else you want me to help with? Are you sure there's nothing else you need help with? Nothing at all? Then take this pouch, Grass. Let's go. It's all because my character token says wander the mountains and rivers, and Kongming Gorge is the only place that actually has both. I've been stuck here for ages. I've only ever met one treasure hunter, and he didn't even need my help. I guess it makes sense. Nightbloom used to hide here and make lanterns. She would toss the lanterns deep into the gorge before the chromatic guards could catch her.
Thanks, Zhong. We can take it from here. If you go any further, the Echowood's voice might hurt you.
If only I were like that new treasure hunter. He doesn't seem bothered by the Echowood sound at all. Anyway, if you ever need help again, promise you'll remember me.
Don't sigh.
What? Who's sighing?
Wait, Nikki, Momo, you can't hear that? I think that huge thing is talking.
Oh,
They said stone statues. They said the Geomancer, to guard Alinlang City, forged stone statues as conduits, channeling the people's Wanxiang power to repel the dark.
that's what Tan Yo-Yo found in the ancient records.
The stone statues had no thoughts, no feelings. Their shattering meant nothing. But one day, they became aware of pain, their sorrowful cries filling the air. Chroma heard their cries and gathered the stone statues' fragments. She bound them with amber and wrapped them in wood and grass. This eased their pain, and thus we were born.
Those amberwood fragments Miss Jin asked us to find, could they be a way to heal you? Is that why you've been sighing? It must hurt a lot.
Nikki, we should talk to Miss Jin. Maybe there's another way to help them.
Amber naturally fuses with other matter, growing and shedding on its own. But the Chroma faces use pickaxes to harvest it, damaging the stone statues. The lunar rapture left us unable to heal. And lately, a particularly persistent individual has been excavating all the amber. They've even stolen ancient texts.
Yeesh! Talk about greedy!
They say that treasure hunter is a strange one. After mining the amber, he heads deep into Kongming Gorge, where no Chroma faces dwell. Do you think we might find him there?
If we return the amberwood fragments that were taken, maybe it'll ease their pain.
Exactly! They even said they'd share some of the amber from the fragments they collected to say thank you. With those, I might be able to finally escape from Momo's belly.
All right, let's go looking.
I heard them say our voices cause Chroma faces great pain. We share the same origin. We were born of stone statues, Therefore, we are forever bound in agony.
Wait, you're saying the chroma faces are also made of stone? Like you?
I'm sorry, Nikki. They're too tired to speak anymore.
Then we have to hurry. Let's find that treasure hunter and return the Echowood's healing amber.
Looks like there's been some chroma face activity around here. Let's go check it out. Maybe those stolen materials are here.
The Echowood said that the treasure hunter dug up a text. Looks like we found the right place. The writing's all scattered, but I can still make out dark, curse, geomancer. Could this be the ancient text Tanyoyo lost?
We should take it back. Then we can laugh at him about it. Ha!
From all the beings of Linlang, draw upon the power of the One Xiang.
Huh? Where did you see that written?
It's right here. Just like your character token, Nikki. You can't see it, but I can. It also says chromatic colors, morning star, abyss. It sounds just like this women incantation I've heard before.
Little Jade, are you alright?
The sun, it's so bright.
The sun? Little Jade? That's definitely the moon above us. Nikki, don't tell me there's something wrong with my belly.
Momo, don't you remember? We also saw a really bright sunny place when we first arrived in the Wanxiang realm. What do you see? Can you describe it to us?
I can't remember. I don't know where it is. There were so many stone statues. It all felt so familiar.
It's alright. Let's put this ancient text away for now. We should take it back to Miss Jin. Or maybe one of the chroma faces can help us read it. Solar eclipse. It's not finished. But the chroma faces told us there have been more moon flares than usual lately, and that a chunk of the moon went missing during the last incident. These bows and arrows are ruined. Looks like they've been used plenty of times. But what would he have been shooting around here?
No matter how much I dig, I can't find any other buried stuff. Nikki, does this camp seem a little strange to you?
I'm surprised we can't find anything else around here. This has to be the treasure hunter's base that Echowood told us about. But there's no trace of the amberwood he was mining. And his notes say, first, mine sufficient amberwood fragments to serve as the catalyst for controlling the cauldron.
Wait, what if he's already carrying out his master plan? Solar eclipse? That must be why there have been so many moon flares lately.
No, we can't let the moon shatter.
If the moon moon breaks apart, the chroma faces in the city will be in grave danger.
We can't let that happen. We have to stop him. Momo, let's search nearby for any clues left by the treasure hunter. There's a chroma face over there. Quick, hide.
Discern its color and grain, then chisel. If I use that method to read the grain's direction in reverse, it should make the moon chip apart faster. I asked Bai Chao Hall to deliver the materials for the cauldron to cover my tracks, but it backfired instead. So strange. Those materials shouldn't have exploded without the amberwood fragments I collected as a catalyst. Harming others is wrong, and harming good people is even worse. If you've done wrong, admit it. If you know your mistake, then correct it. From now on, I'll get my own hands dirty.
Just like when the package exploded.
Just one more strike, and the moon will shatter. Then, I'll seal it inside my cauldron. If I hadn't read that ancient text, and hadn't entered that strange place, I would have been deceived by Chroma and the moon forever. Until I turned back to stone.
He wants to completely devour the moon. We have to stop him. Shigandang?
Nikki, I'll hold this guy down with everything I got. The rest is up to you.
It's okay. I can fix this. Maybe my craftsmanship isn't as good as my sister's, but I'll still fix it. I have to fix it.
石敢当.
I can fix this. Back when I was a stonemason, when I first tried to sculpt a self-portrait me, I felt just as lost. Is this really what I look like? Should I smile, maybe cry? I finally figured out the hardest sculpture of all. How to carve a me that truly looks like me. I'm sure I'll find a way to devour the moon, too. If I could just take a bite, Mia could be saved.
石敢当? Creating an S-ling to devour the moon. How could that possibly save anyone? The ancient text says to gather the one Zhong power to resist the dark.
But Nikki, don't you think it's strange? Mia always followed the rules. She lived according to the script. So why did she grow a mask too? Chroma only said the one Zhong power could lift the curse, but when did she ever say what the curse truly was? It was only after I read that ancient text that I understood. We were stone statues to begin with, and the Dark's curse was life itself. Life gave us consciousness.
How could life be a curse?
If that's true, then when Chroma said she would lift the curse, she meant she'd turn everyone back into stone?
But ever since the moon flares began, the Chroma faces have been getting weaker. That's undeniable. There must still be some truths we haven't uncovered. You can't just devour the moon.
But Mia can't wait any longer! All I know is, when I finished my first sculpture, and when I first got to call her my sister, I was happy. Even if we are only stones. I want to live. I want to sculpt my own shape with my own hands. I want to take back our lives from Chroma. Mine and Mia's. If I can't devour the moon, I'm going to the Johua Pavilion to confront Chroma myself.
石敢当.
He caused the moon flares. He said Nikki didn't cause them, and that she was a good person, so doesn't that make him the bad guy? Shouldn't he be stopped? But he's shining too.
We need to find out the truth before we decide what to do. We've never even seen Chroma's true form. We've only ever heard about her. She isn't going to be easy for Shi Gandang to find. Before then, we need to bring the materials back and perform the operation. Then we can get little Jade out of Momo's belly. That's the priority.
Yeah! Luckily, everything he dug up was spit out by the cauldron. Let's return these amberwood fragments to the Echo Wood and have them separate everything.
These fragments of broken amber. They say, "Thank you, Nikki."
I'm just glad they're recovering. Momo and I owe them thanks too.
It's as if some new memories have awakened within them.
Do they remember anything about the curse? Maybe they know if it's true that life itself is the curse?
All they can remember is Chroma once saying, The one Zhong power springs from life.
Wait a minute, I'm confused. One side says that the Dark's curse is life itself, and the other side says that the power that lifts the curse comes from life. Somebody's gotta be wrong here.
That question seems hard for them to answer, because their lives aren't whole. Their bodies were destroyed, so they can't even comprehend the vastness of heaven and earth. Their minds are so fragmented that they don't even understand how time passes. Chroma said they can perceive the One Zhong, but they cannot give birth to the One Zhong power.
Even I can sense how much they're hurting.
I think I understand why life is the curse now. The Dark gave the statues life, but trapped them within their stone forms. The true curse isn't life itself. It's the pain of being alive, yet unable to grow. It's the struggle against stillness. They've been imprisoned here this entire time, unable to make their voices heard by other Chroma faces. They must be in so much pain.
No, not anymore. Chroma has already repaired them, and you healed their new wounds. They're not in pain anymore.
But pain and suffering aren't the same thing.
They've been growing all along, Nikki. The worn straw sandals, the broken pickaxe, the fragments of masks used to pray for their loved ones, the lanterns blown away by the mind, and shattered statues. Amber wraps around these things, so we are also the memories of those who came and went.
Oh, is that what it means to perceive the One Zhong?
Nikki, they say, we remember you, like the stars in the night sky. Those marks of healing are yours alone.
And I'll remember you too. I'm glad we met. Now that we've healed our friend here, we've just got one more surgery to perform. Momo, let's bring all of these materials back to Baiqiao Hall.
With a capable assistant like you, Baiqiao Hall is bound to become the biggest business in Zaiye. Too bad the banquet of bliss is just around the corner. Let's focus on the surgery first, shall we?
There's news about Li Dong? That's amazing!
Yes. If what you say is true, Shi Gongdong's plan was foiled, and the Wangqiang realm is safe, for now. We'll be able to uncover the whole truth once we find Li Dong.
You've lived in my belly for so long, and I haven't even charged you barbecue rent! Nikki!
Momo, you're okay! That's great news! Thank goodness for Ms. Jin's miracle hands, and the money we earned.
Keep that up and I'll report you to the chromatic guards for profit.
Speaking of the chromatic guards, in Kongming Gorge, we found the true culprit behind the moon flares, Shi Gongdong. We should report him to the guards and have him kept under surveillance.
What? Another moon flare?
Oh, it hurts so much. I want to go home. I don't want this.
Why do you look No, don't tell me, don't tell me. It's because you don't have my belly to protect you.
Or maybe this moon flare isn't like the ones before. Miss Jin, is there any way we can get to the Jiuhua Pavilion? Shi Gandong claims he's going there to confront Chroma himself. Maybe he's behind this new moon flare. Or maybe something really has happened to Chroma.
You want to go to the Jiuhua Pavilion? I swear that's nothing but a losing gamble. Still, Chroma's been missing for a while. They say she only appears during the Banquet of Bliss. And besides, your friend is there too.
Li Dong, has he also grown a mask?
He used to be the type who could throw an entire street into chaos, but ever since he came to the Wangqiang realm, he's vanished without a trace. I'd already suspected as much.
Oh, even though this trip will cost more than it earns, I'll take the job anyway. For centuries, we feared being trapped in these stone bodies, waiting for this very full moon. No matter how afraid we are, this has to come to an end somehow. Nikki, this mess is all our fault. We shouldn't have dragged you into all of this. And yet you stepped in with both skill and kindness. If you're still willing, I would like to lend a hand.
Thank you, Miss Jin. Actually, I feel like something has been drawing me to the Wanxiang realm for a long time. You're right, this is a mess. But because of you, Nightbloom, and Mia, I've truly come to understand. So it's not just for everyone else. I want to find out the truth for myself.
And me. You'll need a helper. You can't leave me behind.
Good. Then when the Banquet of Bliss begins in a while, the floats from the Jiuhua Pavilion will come to pick up the newly masked Chroma faces. When that time comes, return to Baichao Hall. I'll have everything ready.